decided to do a little bit of work on stream today. I did quite a bit of work off stream. As you can see, there's a new building over there. And I also upped the world radius. And the reason for that is because I discovered that all of the trading that I was doing for the Woodland Mansion map was all for nothing. It turns out that if there is no Woodland Mansion available, they don't offer that trade. And if they don't offer that trade, there's no Woodland Mansion. But aside from that, I have been messing around with this because I have a design for a wheat farm or a farm in general that I tend to prefer. I've never really looked up other people's automation, but I enjoy coming up with my own solutions. So while this is probably over engineered, it does work. So once this is all ready to harvest, all you do is press this button and it'll output water from these dispensers, and then it kind of collects everything in the center. It's not perfect. There are some things that kind of fall here because this spot's kind of open, but it all ends up down here through that hopper. I intend to make it one more higher, and then I'll probably continue to scale it up. Of course, since there's no way of automating the planting of the seeds themselves, there's quite a bit of manual intervention that's still needed. And I need to make some more slabs so I can actually move around up there. Already created some of the stuff I need, and I'm also holding a bunch of random crap that I don't really need. But I'll kind of show how one floor of this is built. The slabs here are mainly for access, but they also have a second purpose in that I need something over here to stop the water from flowing down. So the slabs don't really do that, except for here. This is where you need the slab to prevent the water from cascading out. And you could kind of collect it here and just have one block here where the water goes in, because I don't think it will extend much further past that. Now, I don't have any exposed redstone over here, so I can actually test that. Yeah, okay. And I think I can use that actually to make it look a little more interesting, maybe. I can have that pour back into the water here. Of course, the one time I don't have sand, or I guess I have plenty of dirt here. It's also one of the nice things about having gone to the end already. Easy access to transporting materials. Let's see, I should just be able to do this, and it should flow right through. Thanks for following, Goji Bear. Gonna trim that off a bit, make it look a less unnatural. Should probably use the actual shovel I've had in my inventory. There we go, that actually looks a little bit nicer than what it did before. Which, automation and all that stuff's important, but so is making something that looks nice at the end of it. So I can actually take this out as well. Oh, I don't even have water up there yet. And then that'll all come pouring down that way. Now, of course, I'm going to have to do that for each side if I want that consistent. Because I do have water here. But the problem obviously is this. But I could use these slabs to kind of channel it around. It's something I might consider. It might get to become a little too much. Actually, that's the wrong spot. It needs to be here. So the first two floors are using just seeds for wheat. I'll probably do 2 floors of potato and 2 floors of beet and 2 floors of carrot. That way I can take all that stuff and either use it whenever I go on an adventure, or I can go over there and trade it to a farmer. One of the next farm ideas I have is going to actually involve the farmers themselves, because I believe that's how you set up actual automated farming in this version of Minecraft. You basically have the farmers do all the actual work, and then they have something in their AI that tells them to throw food at other villagers. And when they do that, you can basically suck that up with a hopper. I'm not sure how efficient that is, but I imagine it's more efficient than having to come over and replant. Okay, so the dimensions for this is what I typically do for a normal farm. Like, not even just this type of farm. So usually you just have 4, and then something in the center here, and then 4, and it goes 4 that way, 4 that way, in each direction, because you only need 1 source block. But in this case, the water's on the outside. So, not the most efficient use of space, but I like it. I think it has a nice aesthetic to it. Use my overpriced farming utensil. And I don't even know why I'm doing that. That's not even gonna stay right now. I still have to put these up. Technically I don't need it all the way around. You only need it for that one block to keep the water from going. But consistency is always nice. And then I have the dispensers only on this side and that side, just because it makes the redstone a little bit easier, I think. I'm not going for a super compact farm, so I'm not too worried about like space. And then at some point I'll have to figure out a way to probably hide the redstone under there. I could just slap a wall in front of it. Let's see, I can take this out now. Oh yeah, and I have fences on the sides that don't have gates to stop the water from moving. Which I don't think that would work on Bedrock, because I believe water passes through fences in Bedrock. They might eventually do that in Java, so this farm could potentially just stop working one day. Which isn't much of an issue, because I could just replace those fences with actual blocks. The fences just look nicer. Now if I were also being way more efficient, I'd make more buckets. But each of these dispensers also takes a bucket. Oh, that is not the right way. And I don't know why I made these redstone repeaters. Once you have the initial part set up, you can use these redstone torches to propagate that power up without the need for more of the repeaters. I was worried for a second there. One nice thing about having that water there is I can just swim right up instead of having to use that. Let's see. Already got one there, just need one here now. Let me just re-farm this land I've already tilled like 3 times because I keep forgetting that it needs water nearby. And now I need to make 3 more buckets and put water in them, which means I need to put some stuff away. I was planning on trading one of the cartographers. Because I upped the world size. Previously it was like 10K, and that's why I wasn't getting a Woodland Mansion map, because in those 10K by 10K blocks there were 0 mansions, which means they can't offer me a map if the place doesn't exist. And since it didn't exist, hopefully 50,000 blocks in every direction is enough room. Because I saw on some of the forums that 50,000 blocks occasionally is not enough. Which is ridiculous, because it's going to take forever to get over there. Which just gives me more of an incentive to get this thing mending and unbreaking. Because I already have a bunch of gunpowder. Not that that would probably get me that far. No, 50,000 blocks would probably take a long time. Yeah, I'm hoping it's like at 10,001 because I do not look forward to having to walk that far. And I just did the thing I always do, which is go back to my base, sleep, and forget to grab the thing I actually need. I need buckets. Thankfully, I've done plenty of mining, so I already have the resources I need to actually do these things. And this is all in survival mode. I just was lucky enough to finally get a pickaxe not too long ago, if I can find it. I don't know where I put it. Is it in here? Yeah. Efficiency 3, Fortune 3, Unbreaking 3. Fortune 3 has proven to be very nice in 1.17 because it now works on iron. And since it works on iron, you don't have to do as much mining anymore. And since the villager trades are so powerful, you don't even have to mine for diamond because you can trade for diamond armor for pretty cheap. Let's see, do I have enough space? I do. So each of these gets a bucket. And I've already done most of the prep work. At this point, I think I just need to slap a block on here and it will trigger these. But before I do that, I actually need to put some blocks down and probably finish this. So there's only one plugin on here that feels a little cheaty, but it's really a time saver because no one wants to watch someone cut down a tree for 10 minutes when you can just do this and you're done. Honestly, it's almost like a requirement. I wish normal vanilla didn't need that plugin in it. Or they should at least have an enchantment that does that for you naturally. But that's also why I have these spruce trees. It's because they're a great resource. And even if you don't have the plugin for like Treecapitator or whatever, there's like a billion of those types of mods or plugins. What I would usually do is just kind of mine it around like a staircase. So even without that, it's still a good tree to use. But with the plugin, you spend a lot less time. And if you can spend less time doing something boring, then you can spend more time doing stuff that's actually fun. So I need fences. And I always forget what the recipe looks like. I think this is gates. Nope, this is fences. That's probably not enough though. Might as well use the rest of these. Alright, 64 should be more than enough. Then I still have to also put the rest of this in. And I do need to make 2 gates, because I have to be able to get in here to actually replant. And since I'm only making it this high, to where you're basically hitting your head against the next floor, you have to have something to actually let you in. But you do have to have something that blocks the water from just going outward. Otherwise you'll break your redstone and you also lose your crops because they'll just go that way. Need planks. That did not go right. Well, the water's messed me up a little bit, but let's see if I can get it this time. Nope. There we go. I don't actually know if having these open or closed affects it at all. I don't think it does, because water can't go through it when they're open. Alright, I'll put some seeds down just to see the effect. But when I trigger it, you'll also see these go. Actually, I don't even need to put anything down, because as soon as I put the blocks up here, that'll finish that circuit. So basically, the button activates the block, which activates the torch, which activates that block, which activates that torch, and so on. And anything adjacent to the block or the torch will also activate. And then this repeater does the same thing to the block as like the button would do. This one just makes sure that the signal can reach this far. And then the same thing goes up there, and the same thing goes over here. So I just need to put 4 of these down. And as soon as I put these down, it's going to trigger because it'll activate from the torch, which I'll have to do from the outside. There we go. And I think I'm putting them down wrong. I am. I want to wait, what am I doing? That one doesn't need anything. And I don't know why I put the ender rods down. I just think it looks nice. And I think these also provide some light. Oh, wrong way. Okay, I'm gonna have to go fix these, because some of them triggered an extra time from me messing with it. Ow. It's always useful to have some scaffolding. Okay, so this one's already activated, so I need it to retract the water. And the easiest way to do that is just a lever, which might not work. So I guess I'll have to do that, because this already activates it, so putting the lever down actually doesn't do anything. These only activate when they get a signal. Dispensers don't care if you have a continuous signal. They only care the first time the signal appears. Which is why a lever doesn't work to actually trigger the whole reaction. Well, it will trigger it, but you have to do it twice. So it's kind of pointless to press the lever twice each time. These aren't done growing, but I'll go ahead and trigger it just to see it all So now that these have all moved, now that I think about it, you know what, that lever makes more sense. Actually, no, it doesn't. You just have to press the button twice. Otherwise, you'd have to press the lever 4 times, I think. Alright, now it's got to replant. And then that hopper is going to be so full of stuff. It's almost... No. I guess even if you daisy chain... I tend to stream at least a little bit each day. There might be some days where I don't, but Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday are the days that I've decided to. So I kind of tried to mix it up. Yesterday we went to the end again, and one of my buddies on the server, I got him an elytra, and then we have another friend on the server that still needs to get an elytra, so we'll probably go back there sometime this week. And at some point, I need to properly light up my area. So I am tired of patching these creeper explosions. So some stuff I still need to do. I need to finish this chessboard, which is going to take a lot of leather. So what I'm probably going to do is set up a better cow farm, because right now I just kind of have this open pen full of random stuff. So I have like horses, I have the alpacas, a ton of sheep, and like almost no cows, because one of the guys I play with accidentally murdered most of them. And then I also have a polar bear in here. Over there. I intend to get him over to the lighthouse soon. As soon as I have it done. I still need quite a bit of... Oh, gotta clean that up again. Yeah, so I have this lighthouse here that's only about halfway done. I got it about to the right height I needed at, and now it's time to build like the top half of the lighthouse. And then I have this sword that I've been trying to use. No, polar bears have been out for a little bit. But I made this, or I didn't really make this sword, I half enchanted this sword. It already came with looting from a chest somewhere. Off stream, I'm probably going to try and farm up the wither skulls, because it's going to take probably a couple hours of just like running around the fortress back and forth, back and forth. And if I'm lucky, I'll manage to get 3 skulls. If I'm really lucky, I'll manage to get enough to get multiple beacons. But I'll be lucky if I get 3. Because even with looting 3, it's only like a 1% chance normally. So it only gets boosted to like 3%. And before I forget, I should really replant. All these creatures were distracting me. But now that I've made this farm, I'm going to instantly regret it, because I'm going to work on that other farm eventually and have the villagers do it automatically. And it's going to be so much easier, more than likely. Because if you give villagers seeds and you give them some farmland, like, they farm. Now they don't usually give you the produce from it, but that's what the hopper's for. You basically stick a hopper between it and other villagers, and when it tries to throw the food over, it gets trapped. One interesting thing about that polar bear, a fully grown polar bear takes up both slots of a boat, and you can't capture a polar bear with a boat after it's grown up. You can only have it in a boat if it grew up while it was in the boat as a cub. I found that out because I left him in the boat too long, because it took like over an hour to get him back. There were too many like land continents between me and the ice caps. I think I skipped this one. What the heck? Well, I'm glad he was in the water. I can see one over there. Yeah, as long as they're in the water, they don't damage anything. So I got lucky there. I really need to light this place up. They can't spawn on farmland, so this area is safe, but the rest of my base is like a ticking time bomb. Literally. The world is on hard, which is why so many things spawn. But I've also been in this area for so long that the local difficulty has gone up as well. Now this isn't going to be the most efficient farm at all, but it allows some manner of automation. Because while I'm doing other stuff in the area, this is growing. And when it's done, all I gotta do is hit this button. I really like how you can add carpets to the llamas. And they get really cool, like, skins based on it. Now, unfortunately, you can't really ride them. Like, you can get on them, but you have no control. Which, I don't know why they let you on the llama if you can't do anything. Oh yeah, I also gave this guy a name tag. I think I'll grab the cartographer supplies and see if they are ready to give me a map. I've already evicted the previous cartographers, so they're out in the wild now. This is my little cartography chamber, because I kept going through cartographers not realizing that they couldn't give me a map. So hopefully this guy will give me the map. If he does, he will be evicted, like the rest. I've wasted so many supplies trading these guys when I couldn't even get a map. It wasn't that they didn't want to give me a map. They just weren't able to. So I think, yep, there it is. Now I can buy the map. Also, I think that the lag that I experience when these guys level up is them looking for that biome. I was wondering why whenever these guys would level up that it would like lag the game for a bit. But it's because they have to go find the biome to see if they can even offer the map. So if you ever play on a small server with a boundary for the map, keep that in mind. If they don't offer a map when they become a journeyman, then there are none available. Alright, this will probably be what I do tomorrow. Although it'll probably take all of tomorrow just to find this thing. Because I have no idea how far this is going to be. And the only indication I have is that little tiny dot on the bottom right. I'll have to travel in a distance and hope that the dot changes. So what you usually end up doing is you either go positive Z, positive X, or negative, and then you see if the dot moves up, down, left, or right. And then once you figure out if you're on the left side or the right side, or the top or the bottom, you can try and find out what the other part of it is. But it's kind of weird because the cardinal directions, north, east, west, and south, they don't quite work right on a compass. So if I face this direction, which is obviously a like complete cardinal direction, it doesn't quite line up with this. You can see it's slightly to the right. And if I do this, it looks like it's left, but it's not really. So this direction is north, but it's on the left side. And then this side is west, and it's way over to the right now. Well, not way over, but it's more right than what you would expect. I guess it can kind of help, but at the same time, because it doesn't directly align with like the grid here, it's hard to use. Same with the maps, they don't quite line up right either. Let's see, so I've done my little farm there, and I like the look of it. Next, I have a zombie spawner that I need to go rig up. And for that, I'm going to need soul sand, maybe magma blocks. I don't think I need them. I'll take a couple just in case. You know, a creeper might blow it up or something. Let me clear my inventory a bit. I will put this away for safekeeping. Make a little holder for it so I remember. I was about to put the map in there. Yeah, because that totally works. Let's see. Stick it over here. Oh, that's cool. You can see the name on it. Let's see, I don't need these. I don't think I need a lever, but I'll take it anyways, because you never know. At this point, I'm just kind of chucking stuff in here at random. I don't need redstone. Scaffolding may come in handy. I should probably have my bow actually on my hotbar so I can take those creepers out without having to blow them up. Don't need a flint and steel. Need to put my steak away as well. That's the good food to bring with me whenever I go out and fight stuff. I will take potatoes. I don't think I really need too many blocks. I can get most of that when I'm over there. I'll probably end up getting the blocks just from having to excavate the area. And I'm like severely lacking on cobblestone. Because every time I go mining, I just get tons and tons of different types of blocks. Okay, it should be good enough. I'm trying to think of anything else I might need. I should probably bring a bunch of iron with me. I'm gonna need a lot of buckets. And the buckets will be for water, because I'm going to do like a water elevator to get the zombies to fly up and then drop them down a hole. And the idea is that they'll be able to do that over and over and over again while you're AFK standing next to it. That way you can fix up your mending gear, and you can also just get experience that you can use to do repairs or to enchant things. And I kind of want to take a peek in over here because I've noticed there's a lot of turtles around. And I don't know if these things breed on their own, which I think they do. But man, there's a lot of them. Like, I think that they lay eggs on their own. I don't think you have to actually breed these things. Yeah, I know. At some point, I also lost... Yeah, I'm gonna have to, like, let these guys out or something so they wander off. I already got the turtle helmet I need, so... You know, I might just have to let these guys go. Because they're getting to be a problem. There's a lot of them. Now, if only they would stop other things from spawning, then I'd let them stay. Which I think they might actually get to that point eventually. This is one of the other guy's bases. I wonder if he got his iron golem farm set up yet. That's a really cool cove down there. I might build something down there. He just had like the framework of his house for the longest time. It's got villagers in there. I don't know how his setups work, but it looks pretty self-explanatory. I'm not 100% sure what this is for. I think this might be for zombies. So we can get a zombie over here to scare the villagers. And then when they're scared, I think they make a golem appear. And then the golem just drops in here. And then he probably just kills it. Oh, he probably puts lava down. And the lava burns it. And he just keeps repeating that. I'm guessing it doesn't work yet because he doesn't have anything in there. Then my other buddy hasn't been on in a couple of days, so his base hasn't changed over there. He kind of hid it behind that waterfall, so you can't really see anything. Now I should be able to get to the zombie spawner pretty easily, as long as they don't get lost. It's actually right next to the ender portal that we have. And then if I get this spawner XP farm, whatever, going, I might dip into the end a little bit because I really want to find a spare elytra. That way I can use that elytra in the end without worrying about losing my primary elytra. Because I still don't have any enchantments on it yet. I'm trying to remember, does ice... I think ice is faster. Packed ice is faster to get somewhere than a boat, right? Like you can lay a trail of packed ice, and because you can slide, it makes you faster. I might have to do that for this trip. So I'm done with the boat. The boat's fast, but it's not that fast. Yeah, I think I've seen people use packed ice in like the Nether for their portals that connect to other things. If I can find the library, that's where the portal or the spawner is at, which wasn't that hard to find. I don't think it's this way. Yes, it actually is. So I set this up before, but this doesn't really do much. I think I actually need to find like all the adjacent open areas and get rid of them, because this spawner takes forever to actually give anything. But for now, I'm going to light it up because I need to get in there. Now, I haven't put a whole lot of thought into this, but I think I can use a similar design to what I already have here. I just need to like funnel them into a corner, shoot them up, and then let them shoot back down and fall. Question is how to do that in a way that they actually spawn and get thrown into the water. Oh, silverfish. Do they break the wall? I can hear one of them down there. I don't know where he is though. It's really inconvenient to have this right above the library. I'm probably gonna have to like remove half of the library, or at least this section of it. So I'm just gonna start with a simple base. I broke the blocks because I want it to look uniform. So 2 this way, 2 that way, 2 that way. And then this is the way I get back out. So I'm actually going to seal this up and open this. I don't need this anymore. I can use that later. And then these slabs were for protection earlier, but I don't need them now. I think I'm going to have all of the zombies get pushed this way. That didn't work. Make sure I don't destroy all my torches. Let's see. There we go, that should stop that from spreading. It's still acting funny. Whenever you have a channel that water can use, it kind of acts a little weird. So sometimes you have to block what it can do. Put the water down, and then you can open it back up. But in this case, I think I'll leave it like that. I need to make a path up here. Now I can put this back. So they should get knocked over here, and once a second monster comes, or they just fall in, I need water here. I'm trying to think of how to organize this, because at some point I need like a tube that's gonna shoot them up. So I might close this part off, put water here to filter them into here, No, this should drop them in. I did this before and I can't remember how to do it. I'll just have to keep messing with it until I figure out the right way of doing it. Because I don't think this is it. Although it could. So I need to make some signs, and I need to make... Well, first off, I need infinite water. Because one bucket's not going to do it. Because in a water elevator, every piece of water has to be a source block. And if I remember right, there's some water up here. I think there's like an in-between area. It's over here. Nope. I marked all these as dead ends, but now I think I regret it. Because now I need to know where that dang water source is. Should really just take these doors down. But they are useful. Each door is like 2 irons. Might as well take it with me. Well, I don't know where the water is next to this, but I do know that at the top of my ladder there is more water. Actually, I think it's up this one, not that one. I'm trying to remember what this end fortress looks like. Yeah, here we go. And I've already harvested one of the libraries in here, so I don't even know what I'm going to do with all these books. I'll probably end up removing them all and just making a new library somewhere else. I was planning on making a nice library in my village to put all of the librarians with different enchantments. Okay, now I just need signs. Also need to put away a lot of this junk. Get a little bit organized here. Okay, signs. Signs will prevent the water from overflowing. I really overestimated how much iron I was going to need to do this. But more buckets does make it faster. Where the heck did you come from? I guess one of the areas here isn't lit up. Probably this. Doesn't take much for them to show up. I think since I already have it, I'll just go ahead and make more buckets. It'll make the process of filling the elevator easier. It's a little tedious to have to go back for every single source block. Now the idea of this is that they'll spawn in this room or on top of this, and then they'll slowly get funneled over to here, and once they're here, this will send them up. However, yeah, this is why you have to move them somewhere. If you don't move them somewhere, then they end up not being able to go up, because you can't put signs here without messing up your elevator or getting them to not. If I put signs here, it'll allow me to make the elevator, but it won't allow them to fall in. So I have to get them down here and then funnel them over this way, I think. Once they're over here, let's see. Oh my god, stop it. Yeah, now that they're over here, I can send this straight up. There we go. Got there eventually. Of course, that's also a problem. I don't remember how you deal with that. How do I get them here without sending them back? I could look this up, but I kind of want to figure it out. I remember having this before in a different world I did, and I remember using signs to make them fall into a different, like, channel. Maybe this has to be one down? I need to get rid of that. That soul sand's gonna get in the way. Maybe have it turn. Nope, I don't want it to go that way. That'll be annoying to mess with. So I will go this way. See, the problem with this is they just get stuck here. But I think the idea is that they get piled up, so they end up pushing each other in. I'll just have to try it and see how it works. See, it has to be too high for them to walk over to it. And I need to count how many tall this will be. So that's 3. 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my god, let me down. Stop. There we go. Dang it. Well, I'm trying to swim down, but it's not letting me swim. So what I'm gonna have to do oh my god, it's so disorienting. Well, that's kind of how the trap works. I'll have to make the other tunnel next to it as well so I can actually get out. And then I'll put water at the bottom of the tunnel. That way, for now, it's safe to fall down it. Yeah, I mean, I could tell someone that, hey, this is my water elevator, come try it. And see how long they get stuck in it. Let's see. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god, it's so fast. Can't even count. Well, that works. Should probably dig this tunnel out first. You can also use this to transport items, because these items will get sent up too. So if you ever want to make like an elaborate like item transport system, just remember that you can only do it for like 5 minutes and then they despawn. Could be less depending on the server. This is probably the most efficient way of doing it. It's just going up the middle. Hey, Painless. I'm building that XP grinder. And getting stuck in my own thing as well. Not as stuck as last time. This is why I recommended getting a lot of buckets, by the way. So you don't have to do as many of those trips up and down this thing. Takes a lot of focus to make sure I get the right level so I don't waste a bucket. At this oh my god. This is gonna throw a wrench in it. I'm about to die. Yep. There I go. I didn't intend for the ocean to be there. What might be helpful while I'm over here I'm gonna make something that I probably should have made before starting this. This is the danger that you risk when you do these like water elevators or any XP grinder for that matter. If the intent is to kill something, you're probably gonna fall into it as well. I managed to survive that entire Ender City trip yesterday, and I died to my own trap. I think pufferfish gives you water breathing. Did I have all... Oh, I was about to say, did I have all my redstone on me? That's supposed to be in there. Yep, water breathing. And let's make it last 8 minutes. I'm going to take a drink while this brews. Okay. I'll save 2 of them in there just in case I somehow manage to die on my way there. Let's take turtle number 2 with me. I will slowly remove all of the turtles by taking them on boat rides and then abandoning them. I mean, how else are you going to get rid of all your turtles? I'll just be like, hey turtle, I have to go into the mines real quick. I'll be right back. And then I never return. Because I drowned in my own trap. It's just like the wolves that you take with you, or that you tame out in the wild away from your base. Like, they never make it back. They're probably still sitting there somewhere. The worst part about that death is just knowing that you're dead. The fact that I knew that no matter what I did, I would not be able to break that block in time. You just have to accept your fate. On the bright side, this fortress isn't too far away. It's only like 1,000 blocks out. The thing that does suck is I already had like 20 levels of experience. However, if I am successful, then it won't matter that I lost levels because I'll have infinite. I still can't believe the ocean screwed me there, though. The ocean trapped me because I couldn't swim. It's actually this ocean right here. Or potentially that part. One of these parts. My stuff might actually be floating somewhere. Oh look, a trader. I don't have any donation link at the moment. Until I have become an affiliate and actually have like a subscriber base, I don't want to set up a donation thing because people can do chargebacks, so they can like troll you and cost you money. So if I actually have like subscribers when I become an affiliate, then I don't have to worry about, you know, those small charges that people will cause. Yeah, it's kind of a thing that they warn you about before you set it up. And they said that Patreon is an alternative because you don't have to worry about chargeback fees on that. But obviously people are less inclined to do it. Didn't pick up anything. Alright, going in. I got 8 minutes to recover my stuff, assuming it's there. Nice. I am going to be working on like the loyalty point thing. I have to figure out if that's something I can set up as a non-affiliate. And I'm also looking at the Twitch integration plugin for Minecraft servers. And I'll see if I can like combine those two so that people can kind of mess with me on the server with loyalty rewards or whatever. And then if it's not a possibility, I do know a bit of programming, so I can probably figure out how to get it working outside of official plugins. Let's see, I have 8 minutes, probably about 7 now. I need to close off the ocean. And then if my potion wears off, I might have to go make another one. Or grab the one from my base. But I think I should be able to get this built up high enough before the potion wears off. Because I think I was already getting close to the height I needed. Now I'm just really hoping I don't kill myself on the actual fall part. Now I have ended like a hardcore world with this trap before. It's actually very common for people to end up killing themselves with these things. I think I'll go ahead and make it go to the top. Now I have an exit, at least. Now I wonder if it filled in each of these. It did not. It stopped it right here. I'm going to have to fill all of this in on this side. Also keeping an eye on my bubbles there. I thought I had more wood in that. I think I had left it in the chest down here. Let's go ahead and refill my buckets. Oh, wrong way. Still got the buff icon. It should start like blinking when it's getting close. Maybe I'll make like a little cage here so you can watch them from the top as they get thrown down. Be kind of cool to put like an observer here too, and then hook a piston up to push them into the next part. I'm not sure if observers actually detect creatures or not. I don't think they do. But this side, I think I'll use sand for this side. It'll be easier to remove it. I got my super shovel. I think the shovel has efficiency 4. It does. Okay, so this side is the water tunnel. This side is the fall, I think. Yeah, because this one doesn't have soul sand at the bottom. I'm hoping this will clear out the water. Guess I could do it this way instead. Oh, that is dangerous. I don't know if I should be doing that. I am playing a dangerous game here. Holy crap. That didn't take me all the way down. I don't know if that water is good enough. I'll risk it. It was good enough. Alright, that's sealed up. Now this is basically the death pit. I was pretty sure that that would work. And it did. Pretty much any bit of water and you're safe. Now my water breathing is gone, so I have to be a little careful here. I'm actually going to put another chest down just in case. Just in case I become unalive. Nope, I need this. Should probably put this stuff away as well, but whatever. This is like my trash armor. Okay, so they get pushed into here. They get rocketed up here. And then swim. Oh crap. I almost walked right into that. This is a risky build. You know what I'm gonna do for now? I'm gonna put a trap door on it so I don't accidentally walk over it. I feel like I'm stressing you out more than I'm stressing myself out here. Oh, I think that's the rest of it. Only one way to test it. I'll wait a minute for that to go down. So this is one way of getting down a giant pit without too much worry. you just put one source block at the top, and then after you let it fall for a little bit, you just pick it up and write it down. I'm going to put that there, and just to be extra safe, I'm going to put that there as well. And I'm going to go for a ride. Oh, that is too low. See, now the problem is this just drops you nowhere. So what I might have to do I don't have my axe. I need to angle it so it's pointed in the right direction. There we go. Now it'll push them in the right direction. And once they get to the end, it will drop them into here. And once they're here, the next guy will come along and then push them into this. Now one problem with this is once they're up here, you need to block it off. Once they're up here, this should detect them. You don't really need a piston. Because this is a spawner, the next one will push the previous one in. It's slightly less efficient, probably, than having one of those, but it should work. And then we can actually test this now. Nope, I gotta leave that in. They go for a little ride here. Actually, what I could do, I could just make this shorter. Because I thought that reached before. No, I had a different block here. I'm just going to resize this a little bit. Always a couple blocks short. Whoops. Alright, this should work. Nope. I need to get rid of this. That'll take them the rest of the way there. Let me make sure I got rid of the water over here. Nope. Alright. Let's go, zombies. Let me out. Oh, there he went. So he's sitting over there, I think. I think I could peek in if I use this. Come on, get in there. The next one should push him in. Oh, there he goes. Is he coming down? I don't know. I don't think it's working. You have to go up there and look. I didn't bring any redstone. I'm kind of close to the bottom. Let's see if I can go find a piece of redstone. Oh, or one of them die. So I guess one of them finally fell in. I think I will have to do some kind of piston up there. I think I know what I can do. Yeah, I'll have to make it more efficient. Now that zombie spawner is like, doesn't really spawn very much. So I feel like I need to find all the open space in the area and light it up. Because that zombie spawner doesn't seem to produce much, despite being a spawner. Oh, that's the wrong tool. Here we go. That should be more than enough. I'm thinking I'll just put like a pressure plate down in that middle piece, and then when they fall or when they step on it, it'll push them in the rest of the way in. And I can probably do that with the other half of it too. Are tripwires affected by water? I'm gonna test that. Trying to find a good spot to test that. So if I were to replicate what I have down there, No, it wouldn't work because I only have a 1x1 basically, so a tripwire wouldn't even work because you have to have at least 2 blocks for that to work. Actually, you might need even more than 2 blocks. Yeah, you need 3 blocks to even use this. Maybe. I think I just... Yeah. You need 3 blocks for that to even work. Which doesn't really work for me. I mean, some of it works. But they have to get backed up to the point where they're pushing each other through. It's kind of like a clogged pipe. Alright, I have armor, so I think I'm just gonna run into this. Alright, here we go. Here comes death number 2. Look at all these guys up here. Alright, now before they push me in, try to find a good angle to place this. It's gonna have to be the second one. Thought that trader was still there for a second. Okay. I'm gonna test this and it's probably gonna murder me. It's not gonna work. I need a sticky piston because it has to go 2. I have to have like 2 pistons push for that to work. I mean, it might jostle them enough that it causes them to get pushed in, so it might work, but probably not. Because obviously standing here, it does nothing. But I think it might help a tiny bit. Not a lot, but a tiny bit. Because at least it prevents them from walking back. I forgot. God dang it. I was too busy thinking about that. And I forgot that I already removed it. I think so far I'm about equal deaths as the zombies with my own trap. I was thinking to myself, make sure there's water at the bottom. And then I forgot that I had picked up the water, walked away for a second, and then came back to it. I hope that this minor fix at least gets them moving, because I don't have any sticky pistons. However, I think he has slime. He told me he had slime available because he had found a slime chunk. Because all I need is like 1 or 2 slime. And of all the things we have like nothing slime related. I'm gonna have to ask him where that slime block or slime chunk was. I'm surprised they don't have like an alternative way of getting slime. Cause I don't think you can trade for it. The Wandering Villager might have it in his sell list, maybe. But like none of the villagers will trade you slime. But if I had a sticky piston, you could put 2 sticky pistons together, and then you can cause one to move forward, and then that one moves forward. And that's the only way you're going to get that 2-block push. Obviously the redstone for it's going to be a little bit more complicated than running a single trail. I also have to figure out how to get the zombies into the water more efficiently. Thanks for following. I'm on my way back to the trap that is basically just to murder me. Oh, I think the trader is still here. Either that or he abandoned his alpacas. I always have to look around here because sometimes a skeleton is just hanging out. Thankfully, this is all well lit. Otherwise, I have to deal with other crap spawning. Oh, picked up all my stuff. Oh, look at that. The water I placed eventually made its way down, but not before I fell. Oh. This way. It's a long way up. Alright, now we find out if if that one piston has made any difference. I need to make some tinted glass. I think you make that with amethyst, right? So with tinted glass, I could actually look inside. I think I have sand. Yeah, I have at least one piece of sand. I'm also going the wrong way. I need to go this way. Gonna grab a couple pieces of amethyst, see if I can make that tinted glass. I'd like to be able to see inside and actually see if where the zombies are getting stuck. Can you not turn this back? Also, the amethyst that has these little patterns on it will regrow these little shards. So you don't want to break those ones, but these ones will never grow. It's actually better to open these up so that it can grow from multiple angles. Because it's going to be on each side. And I thought you could turn this back, but I guess you can't. It's good to know, because I was going to start using that as a way of storing it. Nice, I only need one. Which is perfect, because I only have one. That'll give me a nice little viewing window so I can see inside without affecting the spawn. Oh, that's neat. I didn't know you get 2 from it. That's a nice way of making more use out of your glass. I heard slime. This is my lucky day. I can hear you, slime. Aha! It helps if I actually have a sword. Man, this thing sounds vicious. It's like coming at me. I don't remember slime being that fast. Look at that thing. It's really trying to murder me. I kind of want to put a name tag on it. I don't have a name tag though. Like, why can't I just take a bucket and like just take a bucket of slime or something? Alright, buddy. You have to die. Actually, I will be back because in my stuff I have a looting sword, which is actually going to be nicer than using my axe. Man, I'm going the wrong way. This Ender Fortress has everything. It has a zombie spawner, it has the end portal, it has a slime chunk. Alright, 12 slime. We were literally just talking about how I need slime. And Koji, you're my witness. I didn't spawn that in. Oh my god. I don't want any. See, all you gotta do is shut the door on them and they'll walk away. And you don't gotta deal with them. See? They left. Look, I'm not doing any magic tricks here. They're gone. They just left. All you gotta do is say you don't want any. I'm half expecting them to come up this tunnel. Alright, back to what I was originally doing. Alright, got one little window. They're clearly not getting backed up there. They get pulled through. Then he makes it there. Ah. Yeah, I need something to push him in. Or what I could do, I need to get like a fence and like put a villager behind here so they walk towards the villager. That's one solution. Come on, move. Man, he's just not moving. Does that help? You know, if you get enough zombies, it'll work. Ow. Get out of the way, I need to put a sign here. Oh, now it's working. I can see him. Of course, it still doesn't quite work the way I want it to. Did he become a drowned? There you go. You can barely see it, but they'll eventually shoot through. Now, I don't remember if I left a trap door up there or not. It's time to make the climb. I know this is a convoluted way of getting up there, but trust me, it works. This is a war of attrition. Each time I go up, I make it slightly higher. Also helps if I actually swim. I'm still trying to think of ways to make this not need anything tricky. I guess while I'm thinking about it, let me block this up for a second. That way zombies don't just start spilling through. I do have the slime, so I can make a couple pistons. That way when I get up there, I can try to mess with this for a second. But I'll probably need a redstone repeater to make this work. I think I only need 3. Now, I don't remember how you're supposed to activate 2 pistons back to back, but we'll get there. We'll get one to work, and then we'll get the other one to work. And then I'll probably have to do the same thing down here to push them actually into this. So, I mean, this is... It works, but it takes a long time because I have to get backed up pretty far. And I think it's almost like random chance that they just get knocked down. So I mean, it's technically complete, but also technically not complete. It's not ideal. I'm gonna go ahead and make another one of these just in case I need 2. I have just enough redstone to make 2. And then if I have a victory, that'll probably be it for the stream. Because then I'll probably AFK here for the rest of the night. Regain all my lost levels, lost to the engine of death. It's kind of like that phrase, you have to spend money to make money. You have to spend levels to make levels. takes like your full breath to get to the top of this thing. I'm half tempted just to go in the other side. Because I got enough armor that I could take all the zombies on that are in there. Because I am going to have to... Where'd my water go? Alright, zombies, we're doing this the hard way. You know what? I'm gonna be a little bit smart. I'm at least gonna have some water, just in case. I see the problem. The piston gets rid of the water. Although I guess there isn't water here. Actually, I know what I need. I don't even need this piston. Why did I not see this earlier? This is completely unnecessary. All I need up here... How is this guy drowning there? And how did my water get placed up here? How? The only thing I need here is to put water here so that it goes this way, and then put a sign here. Whoops, not that. Man, I'm an idiot. I had the solution the entire time. Somehow when I was fighting those zombies, my water ended up here. Okay, so this should work now. They'll get sent up here. The water will carry them that way. And then since there's no water there, they'll just fall. And then I think I did get rid of the trap door there. I am going to play it safe this time and go down the proper path. Don't worry, turtles, I'll come back for you. Maybe. There's gonna be like 20 boats with turtles next to this tomorrow, probably. This is the slime chunk. I need to put a sign here eventually that reminds me that there's slimes that spawn there. I also need to find a faster route. Like, I'm pretty sure it's just up there. I don't want to dig into it though. I don't want to break it. It already barely works as it is. Is he still over there? I can hear him, but I don't see him. I think he got sucked in. Yeah, I can see him. I think it's working now. They still get a little clogged right here, but that side's working. Now I just gotta figure out how to make this side work better. But I think this should be a high enough fall that even if they have armor, they'll still die. And then if you want to turn it into like a different kind of farm where you actually kill them, then all you gotta do is put water here. Alright, this one's not ideal, but it does work. And then I'm putting amethyst here just to make it look a little fancy. So I'll probably put something where you can AFK here within reasonable safety. So I need a chest for a hopper. I need 6, I only need 2 of these. I'll use an iron door for the safety net. Alright, that'll grab any of the loot that falls. And then that there. I was about to make an iron door, but I realized there's a billion of those already here. So I'm just gonna go steal one. It's not like they're using them. Dead end. There we go. Iron door. I'll take this too. So I'll make a little room that I can stand in down there. And then I should be able to just AFK there. And then tomorrow I'll come back and see how many levels I got. I do need a button. this way. There we go. And then you probably don't want to stand too close to it because sometimes they can clip through it. So probably like this should be fine. Obviously, if you have any valuables, you should probably put them away. That way, in the weird event that you do end up dying, at least that stuff won't despawn. I want to make sure that I actually get experience when these guys die. I'm pretty sure I do. But I can't remember if you have to actually kill them yourself. No, I don't think I get anything from that. So I think the only thing that you get are mob drops. So if I want them to not die, I'll have to find whatever the sweet spot is and make another section of this room higher up and make it so that when they fall, they basically break their knees and only have half a heart. That way it's just easier to kill them. But I'll do that second half later on. This works up to the point where I'm satisfied. There we go. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching. I'll definitely be live again tomorrow from 8 p.m. Eastern Time to 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Catch you then.